Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be Let Me Read Your Energy Field. So I want you to cast your gaze over these cards and ask your higher self which cards have a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, Group 1. So the first message I'm hearing for this group, I feel like there's something happening as it pertains to, number 1, your throat chakra, but your ability to express how you're feeling, what's happening for you, and what you want. I'm also hearing for some of you with the Queen of Swords, the Moon, and the Three of Pentacles, you may have like a job, a career, a pursuit that really involves, I want to say self-expression, but broadcasting your energy or sharing your voice. Here with open communication and 10 of Pentacles, for some of you, there's opportunity here to build a lot of abundance and wealth through something you're communicating, whether it's opening up more about your own experiences. It could be, social media, writing. There's something around self-expression that I feel for some of you either can open up a financial, I want to say like a new stream financially, or it could be that through you expressing your truth, something comes and or moves into your world from that communication. I do feel for this group there is an element of healing as well. We have a time for healing, balsamic moon, and the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So I feel for some of you, there's some sort of healing process or revelation that's coming in with this moon. And I feel like there could be some subconscious energies or emotions that with this revelation help awaken you to what you're, for some of you, I just heard to your purpose or to a new aspect of your purpose. It could again be a new stream of income, or you go through certain shifts and changes and it becomes clear with the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles of what you really want to invest in. For this group, like you're coming into a time where there's a tremendous amount of abundance. I feel like there's certain changes and blessings and very expansive, and we have soul expansion here, very expansive energy. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. For those of you as well where you felt somewhat lost when it comes to career or life purpose, where it's felt a little disjointed or you haven't been sure of where specifically you want to apply your energy or your attention, I feel like you're gaining clarity in terms of which pursuit to focus on, but maybe even how to bring things together. Because I'm hearing and feeling for this group, some of you definitely, there's something around you speaking. You either work in the arts or you have the potential to be, could be with humor here, comedian. There's something around you speaking up, sharing your voice, sharing your truth, sharing your energy, sharing, it could be laughter. There's something around how you make people feel that's instrumental to your abundance, your finances, and your life purpose. It could be writing. You have open communication, Mercury. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. There's this shift where spirit is pushing you. I just heard pushing you into the spotlight and pushing you center stage for some of you. But it's like, for those of you where you felt blocked, especially I keep going to the throat, like there's something blocking me or there's fears that make it hard for me to speak up. I'm also hearing, I just looked at justice and I heard balance, and I'm hearing your relationships or your connection is balancing. For those of you where you're single, I feel like it's this energy of finding balance within, which draws in this Four of Wands and a union that's very stable, very loving, very, there's a lot of reciprocity. There's a good amount of give and take. There's balance in your interactions with others. But for others of you, if you're already in a connection or you in your relationships in general, this can be platonic. I feel like you're reaching a point where they're starting to kind of balance out. But with this Queen of Swords, for many of you, you may have a Libra quite prominent in your chart as well, or air. And we also have Pisces here. But there's just this sense of Spirit keeps emphasizing your ability to not only communicate, but share yourself. Because for some of you, I feel like it's like when you let people see who you truly are, when you share more of your experiences, your laughter, some of you are very entertaining, or I just heard enigmatic. There's something about you that people are really drawn to, or like when you share your energy, when you smile, when you laugh, it lights people up. You could light up a room, and it's like Spirit wants you to share more of yourself and more of your energy. With inexperience, for some of you, again, I do feel this could be either a new venture or a new stream of income or project within your career or within your business pursuits, within your passions. I do feel for some of you, it's like a doorway is opening up. With the Ten of Wands, with all the shifts that are going on energetically, it's like Spirit is saying, let go. Don't be afraid to let go. But when I see open communication sitting above the Ten of Wands, for some of you, this communication is around your healing process. You may be sharing or communicating around healing, or you may be speaking up and communicating with someone that you're trying to heal from. And there's a need to express or voice certain emotions and energies that really help. It's almost like it's cathartic. It helps you with your healing process and with kind of shifting your energy field. What I'm hearing as well, the more you clear out these wands, the more you let go of the past, of fears, because I'm hearing for some of you, the block around the throat chakra is just around fears or insecurities, self-doubt. The more you clear out, the more you can receive this Ten of Pentacles. It's like Spirit is saying they're wanting to give you this reset, but in order to do so, you have to really be willing to let go. Yeah, with the Moon and the Three of Pentacles, I feel for some of you, there have been some shadowy energies or some healing subconsciously that had to take place to enable things to flourish in your career. In your career, I want to say, but also in terms of your abundance, in terms of your ability to draw forth wealth or to attract, helpful opportunities and situations to bring in. It could be new connection as well. But it's like, I just keep hearing as well, like now is not the time to play small. So if you've had any like self-doubt or reservations around what you should do or what your path is or how to show up, it's like Spirit saying they want you to take that leap of faith. They want you to jump into the new. They want you as well to be aware or conscious of energies that don't serve you. Because with this Queen of Swords, yes, I think you're a wonderful communicator, or there's something around your communication, your speaking. It could be speaking, writing, performance for some of you, comedy, the arts, I'm also feeling. But I feel with this Queen of Swords, there's an element of discernment. It's like, I feel like this Queen of Swords is cutting away the shadows or the influences of the past, or it could be setting boundaries with shadowy energies that I just heard drag you down. I just heard as well, like drag you down to their level. So for some of you as well, you may have been dealing with kind of naysayers or people that perhaps have lesser visions than yourself. Like they're not as expansive. Like I feel for this group, like you have you're a big soul. Like I just heard you pack a punch when you're in a room. Like it's like all the focus goes to you, or there's something around that light that just radiates. And I feel like that's part of your soul's mission. I keep hearing for this group as well, it's like you're clearing away anything that makes you play small, or anything that would keep you in a life that, number one, doesn't serve you, but that's too small for your soul, for your being, for what you want to create or put out in the world. Like I feel if you've settled for dreams or desires that, I don't know, that are more kind of safe or conventional, but it's not true to your heart and soul, I'm drawn to this rose quartz. It's like now Spirit is saying we want you to let go of, this, I'm hearing like a smaller life, because there's more coming in for you. For many of you as well, because you're going through this soul expansion, you have a lot of talents, this group. It could be that I'm picking up on many different energies, so I'm getting a lot of different energies, but you're very creative. Like, it reminds me of, like, you know, a creative or an artist that has their foot in all these different projects, or there's so many ideas that are flooding and flowing through you consistently that it may at times make it either difficult to focus or make it difficult to get clear on which project and talent and idea do I want to invest in. But I just feel it's like Spirit is saying you can, for some of you, it's like you're bringing it all together. Like it could be like a business venture where, you know, multiple of your talents come together, or it could be that, you know, you start or have one business, but you have another project or, you know, a side gig. There's just a sense of there's more that you're going to do. And Spirit doesn't want you to place more and doesn't want you to have, I just heard any preconceived notions, but it's like, you know how sometimes our minds can be filled with, oh, you know, I should do this, or it should be this way, or I should continue on this path. It's like not shoulding yourself or limiting yourself and capping your potential. For some of you, this is other people's energy that either has affected you or is still affecting you. But this group, you're moving towards so much abundance. Like for this group, if you ever have doubts that you can be successful or that a creative path is financially viable, Spirit is saying it definitely is for you. Yes, you'll have to grow and expand into it, but there's just so much abundance for this group. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. So the message I'm hearing for this group, I feel like you're coming into your power. There's so much self-acceptance, self-love. I feel like for some of you, you've done, because I'm hearing getting to the depths of your being. So I feel for some, you may have literally had to confront aspects of yourself that were either very painful, or there could have been lingering emotions or past energies, past wounds, because I just heard as well the belly of the beast, like getting into, and it doesn't have to be that dark, but with the devil and the tower, very strong Scorpio energy, like really looking at yourself. I keep seeing these scissors and I keep hearing like cutting cords, cutting away old energies, releasing an old version of yourself so that you can be reborn in a new frequency and in a new energy. I just feel like there's so much transformation in this group and just a huge expansion, but you're coming into your own. It's like through this shadow work and through the changes that you've gone through internally, it's like that light within you is now free. For some of you, there were aspects of your consciousness or aspects of your journey that had, I want to say, maybe had hindered you or kind of kept you bound, kept you like not trapped. Well, for some of you maybe, but it's like it just capped your light. Your light was not able to have the reach it does now. Like it's I keep hearing you got to the depths of your being. Especially here with the Crone of Cups, which is the King of Cups in the traditional deck. There's a sense that like you hit the bottom of your emotional self, or there were some sort of revelations that came to the surface when you were doing this healing work. And with that Queen of Wands, I feel for some of you in terms of your path moving forward, for some of you, I got a different message as well, but I feel like I'm hearing like ancestral karma or healing, you know, family patterns or karma and traditions that were passed along to you in your family. That there's just really intense, you know, healing, shadow work, confronting the darkness. But with the Queen of Wands, it's put you in this energy, in this place, number one, where you're unstoppable. And it's funny, we have the Sun. I keep seeing this lion energy, like really powerful. Some of you may be Leos or fire signs, or we got Scorpio very strong as well. But there's just this sense of, Capricorn and Scorpio, but there's just this sense of, do you know when you've confronted the shadows within yourself so that no matter what others throw at you or what life presents, it can't really intimidate you because you've already kind of weathered that storm. It's like for this group, I feel like you've been through so much, even if just internally, that it's like nothing can shake you. It's like I keep hearing you're unstoppable. And what's happening is because you've come into this place of clearing away old energies, they're also showing me a lotus growing through and that mud and coming through the darkness. There's something around your light that it cannot be, it's like nothing could shake your faith. Nothing could shake your faith in yourself, especially the level of confidence you have, but also your confidence and faith in spirit. I just heard as well, you're unstoppable. And with the World and the Ace of Cups, because you've gone through this transformation internally, I feel, and I'm just seeing this bird flying free. It's like you set yourself free. I feel for some of you, a lion is your spirit animal. You may have, I'm being drawn to someone that, again, has that, has certain attributes that may, like you may have beautiful thick hair, or there might be something very striking and powerful around your aesthetics. You may dress in a way where people really notice you, or they feel a certain energy when they're in your presence. It's like you just light up. I feel like I keep saying something and then I get another message and I'm just like, oh. For some of you, you may just have so much energy right now that it's like it's almost hard to ground it, in the sense that in a good way, like there may just be a lot of inspiration, a lot of energy, a lot of ideas. Things are speeding up essentially. But with the World and the Ace of Cups, because you've come into this energy of complete self-love and complete self-acceptance, again, we see this bird flying free. There's this sense that the world is showing you that. I feel like you're going to have a lot of people coming in, approaching you. For some of you, these could be love offers, where it resonates. If that's what you're desiring and seeking, it could be romantic offers. For others of you, it's just like people are appreciating you. There's a sense that they're recognizing your value. They're, impressed with this energy. There's just a lot of love and light that surrounds you. But in this new cycle as well, I feel like there's going to be more opportunity. Yes, in terms of connection, but also just in terms of your, it could be in terms of your career, your passions, vocation. There's just a sense that there's more energy flowing toward you. And we have confidence is your key, new moon in Leo with this white eagle. Yeah, I'm getting lions and lion imagery, but I'm also getting like eagles and birds. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now, but I'm hearing you've already healed it with the devil. There was some sort of pattern or wound, especially for some of you around self-worth or around embracing every aspect of yourself. It could be embracing your body, your confidence. I'm hearing like could be sexuality. I feel like this energy is so empowered. It's like I'm just hearing you're on fire, like you're lit up. Obviously, metaphorically, there's just this sense like you are shining so bright right now, and your energy is so potent that it is going to attract a lot in. We have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon, and then we have Freya here with radical self-acceptance. And that's the energy I feel you're embodying. For some of you, you may have red hair, you may want to dye your hair red, or you may be drawn to like red, orange. I'm getting really strong energy, like in terms of your chakra system, your solar plexus, your sacral and your root chakra are lit up. Like there's so much power. And Sophia, divine wisdom. But again, this has come through a lot of challenge and, you've had to do a lot of work to reach this level of wisdom. We have charity, prayer and contemplation, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Your manifestation abilities are definitely enhanced at the moment. Your ability to create. For some of you, when I was getting all these ideas, some of you as well may be left-handed who are listening to this. Obviously not everyone, it's not going to apply to all, but that could be confirmation for some of you. But I'm drawn to you writing down, like for some of you, it's like scripting, or you're writing down all these ideas that are flowing to you and through you. Because with this increase, there's more source energy and more light that's that's flowing through your body, and it's like it's almost like cellular energy. Like I feel like you're more alive. There's something about you that if, I was to put you in a room, it's like everything would light up, or people would come and kind of be in your presence, and they would leave feeling like, oh, I have so much more energy, or I'm inspired. It's like a live wire. I just see all this energy and all this inspiration being channeled through you. You may be feeling very differently in your body. For some of you, what you've overcome is some sort of wounding around body image or self-acceptance, or that's an aspect of what you're coming into. I feel like for some of you as well, you're really embracing your own style. Like you may be expressing yourself very differently when it comes to I'm hearing like especially hairstyles. There's something around hair. I don't know if some of you have changed or you're feeling inspired to change your hair. There's something around that. It could be obviously fashion. I just feel you're a lot more bold with how you're showing up as well. So for those of you where you felt a little bit, I don't know if intimidated is the right word, but you may have held yourself back from expressing in a certain way, or you may have thought, no, like that's a bit too bold, or I don't want to do that, or maybe I shouldn't. It's like now you're going for it, whether it's in the form of your self-expression or literally your self-expression in terms of the work you do, creative pursuits. There's just so much energy. But again, it's like Spirit is saying, like I'm hearing the bottom of the barrel, like you cleared out or cleaned away residue of past pain, past energies, other people. It's like now it's all you. You're center stage in the sense that you're focused on your highest good, your vision. For some of you, I just heard your magical abilities are enhanced, whether some of you may be into kind of like, it could be witchcraft, it could be your psychic abilities. Some of you, I feel like you have great creative ideas, whether that comes in the form of like writing, artistry. There's just a lot of inspiration. But it's like you've cleared away other people's influence. I feel like anything from the past that was very painful, or people that were in your energy field, sapping your energy, I feel like those cords are being cut and it's set you free. Yeah, there's so much that's going to flood into this group, but it's hard to be super specific because I feel like it's going to show up, yes, differently for everyone, but there's a sense of like I feel like it's coming from every direction is what I'm hearing. Like you may just have people so drawn to you, or you may be getting love offers from every direction. Whether or not you're interested is another story, but I feel like a lot of people are going to have their eye on you. It could be a lot of opportunities with your creativity or your work, or what you want to do in the physical, but there's just so much energy that's coming towards you. But again, it's because you're lit up in this vibration. A lot of abundance, like everything is going to be attracted and magnetized to you. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 3. So what I'm hearing for this group, I feel for many of you, I keep looking at the Rhodochrosite and then down at death, and I'm hearing for some of you, you've overcome the darkness, or there was some sort of experience. For some of you, I feel like this was a relationship. And it could have been a situation that was quite karmic, or there was just a lot of energy around it that it may have brought a lot of emotion to the surface, or may have left you kind of questioning yourself, your path. There's just this sense of, and that may not resonate for everyone, but I feel like it's some sort of situation or darkness that was triggered through connection with others. I'm feeling as well though, it's like it's an experience that brought you into your power is what I'm hearing, because we have here, there's so much divine masculine energy here. We have the Emperor, we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords. There's a sense of being in that frequency of, I'm hearing there's situations that brought you into union in regards to the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within yourself. And for some of you, I think it was painful relationships or karmic contracts that perhaps disappointed or ended, or, created a level of pain, but it forced you to seek within. it forced you to try and actualize those energies within your own being. With the Empress and the Emperor, I keep hearing like powerhouse. It's like you've reached a point energetically where everything comes together. And again, it started with you. It started with your own personal growth. It started with you focusing perhaps on your healing and, you know, what's best for you and what's in your highest good. Because Spirit is saying, because you've overcome the darkness, because you've ascended to such a level, there's huge amounts of abundance that are coming in for you. But again, with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups, for some of you, you've really had to get yourself unstuck from past pain or disappointments or uncertainty. With Fortune, and then we have, oh my God, you have Green Tara twice. So again, that could be, you know, a being that's kind of protecting you or working with you. But again, I keep seeing so much prosperity. Like I'm hearing Midas touch. It's like you can just attract so much wealth, but it has to do, Spirit keeps showing me your energy raising and you reaching a point of ascension where all of this comes in for you, especially with the Empress. And Spirit's making me feel like I'm not going to say that you don't need to take any action and money will just flow to you. I mean, for some of you, you could be attracting, moving forward, abundance from unlikely sources, or it may, you know, sometimes it may flow in a way that you're not really conscious of what you've done to attract it. But I feel it's almost like if in the past life was a struggle where you really felt like you had to maybe force things, all that you know, it's like get up, knock back down, get back up. And it just was this very arduous process. It's like you're moving into a time where you can attract abundance and circumstances more easily. We have expect powerful change and believe in the impossible. We have Green Tara, Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. Now is the time as well to act on the impossible. With the Emperor and the King of Swords, for those of you that have quite a lofty dream or a big kind of career pursuit or goal, it's like Spirit is saying now's the time to act. Don't hold yourself back. Trust that this, you know, this dream or this vision was put in your heart for a reason, that there's something there for you. It's really having faith that you can attain the heights of your potential is what I'm feeling. We have here with Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. This is what I was trying to say. You've overcome an aspect of yourself or an aspect of darkness in your life, which then you were holding within. But I keep hearing it brought you to your power. Because for this group, it's like you have so much built within you and there's such a powerful integration between masculine and feminine, but even darkness and light. It's like there's no fear anymore. It's like you've overcome a level of fear or a level of doubt. I'm hearing nothing could kind of shake you off path. There's a level of stability within you now where it's like, yep, this is what I need to do, or this is my vision, this is what I'm moving towards. I just feel like it would be very difficult for someone to try and throw you off track. I also feel like the power of your words. When you speak, people listen with the Emperor and the King of Swords. For some of you, this for me can be like obviously a position of power. For this group, you've got so much power and so much presence, but it may be in a way where I feel like at times people may be a little bit intimidated by you or intimidated by this energy that you're holding and carrying. But I feel at the same time, it's like people respect you. So there could be opportunities to kind of move into a position of leadership, or, you know, start a venture or focus on a venture that helps you kind of step more fully into your power. I just feel like there's a lot of changes for this group that really help support, I'm hearing your destiny, but your potential. But again, all of this is coming in and these changes were triggered by your own ascension, by your own spiritual growth. And it's like you've reached a point of consciousness where obstacles, it's like, I'm not saying that you will never have a challenge and there will never be an obstacle, but I just feel like for this group, things start to flow. You may feel like you're being watched, or not watched, but looked over or protected, or like there could be a lot of divine synchronicity in terms of how things happen. But I feel like you're coming out of, or you could have been in an energy where it was almost like being stuck in the mud, like not difficulty gaining traction, or like there was a lot of resistance, a lot of obstacles. It could have been resistance coming from other people, challenges, but it's like it's taught you how to be really strong and stable within yourself, to not allow like people or situations to kind of throw you out of balance, or to capture your light and capture your power. I'm hearing you're your own master, and because you've mastered yourself, now it's time to master the physical. Now it's time to kind of use that light, use that power and strength to really bring about changes that, for some of you, I feel like you have really lofty dreams or a big vision. There's something quite phenomenal that you can bring into form, or that you can create. But it could be a situation where in the past it wasn't gaining traction, or it was difficult to try and, manifest or bring in the level of success that you wanted and desired. Whereas now it's like, oh, things are more effortless. Things are able to flow. I'm able to, create or do the things I've always wanted to. You're being afforded more power when it comes to manifestation because of your inner development. It's almost like, what's that saying with great power comes great responsibility? I'm not sure who said that, but something along those lines. There's just this sense of you having a more clear vision of your abilities, your capacity, and who you truly are. And it's being reflected in what you create and where you direct your energy. I also feel people may be saying about you or around you, like, oh, you've really changed, or, I'm hearing some people may be a bit intimidated or threatened by how you're showing up at the moment. Not that that's your problem, and not that that should change any of what you're doing or your actions, but you may find some people are just not as, I'm hearing you may make people uncomfortable. But again, look at the volcano here. Like, it's just this power, this strength. And for some of you, if you are feeling like, I'm really in this divine masculine energy, like go-getter, really setting clear boundaries, I feel like you wouldn't take no for an answer. Like, again, like, very unstoppable. It's like, I feel like that's by design because of what you're about to step into, or what you have the capacity to create now. There's an ending with Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. There's an ending of confusion as well. But again, I feel like past disappointments, especially for some of you in love or in relationship, was kind of like taking some of your energy, or just throwing you off balance, at least temporarily, while you were healing. There's just this sense of no one and nothing could get in your way or prevent you from moving forward, prevent you from seeing, the possibilities that are ahead of you. Yeah, again, I keep looking at this King of Pentacles energy. I'm just hearing Midas touch. It's like, I just feel like wealth, abundance, success is just being drawn to you. But again, Spirit is saying you created that because of your ascension and because of the healing work that you've undertaken. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 4. So for this group, the message is really clear. I keep looking at this Wheel of Fortune, and I keep being drawn to this string that she's cutting. And with these cards, we have forgiveness, forgiveness. Now, I feel for many of you, Spirit is talking about, number one, finding forgiveness for, I feel like, someone or a situation in your life that you've had to heal from. And I feel it's not just forgiveness, but you're setting yourself free. Well, you're setting the other person free too, but you're also setting yourself free in terms of it's some sort of completion. I feel like it could be as well like a karmic completion, and you're setting yourself and this other person free in the sense that the lesson's been learned. There's nothing else to gain from the situation. It's time for it to come to a close or come to an end. I'm ready for new horizons, new beginnings. With Judgment, I feel like this is probably the most important card in this spread. I feel for some of you, your mind is kind of being brought back to the past for the purpose of healing, but also clarity. It's like you may find yourself reminiscing on something that didn't work out or how someone treated you. It's like, I feel like there's a lot of energy being directed mentally toward the past. But at the same time, I feel like it serves a purpose, yes, of clarity, but it's like that's where your strength came from. There's some sort of awareness spiritually with this High Priestess that had this situation not unfolded in this manner, I would not be in this energy now, or I would not be the person that I am today. And there's clarity coming in. The Four of Swords still showing up. For some of you, you may still be in this energy of, wanting to heal. I just feel like there's a lot coming up for this group. So you may be purging, there may be old emotions, but I just feel overall it's like there is a cycle wrapping up with the Chariot that you're moving out of. There is an end to what has been, or there's some sort of karmic cycle or pattern that I'm hearing no longer works for you because you've outgrown it. It's like you learnt the lesson, you gained the wisdom, and it's time to move forward. And again, you're all on different timelines, so I still feel for some of you, you're still in the thick of it. I wouldn't say, and I'm not saying like, oh no, just move forward. There's a sense of being flexible or patient with the timelines, allowing things to come up, allowing yourself to get clear or get a level of resolution. And then I think things are going to shift and change, and then you'll be able to move forward. With Freya here as well, we have phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Again, there's some sort of illusion or something you were holding on to about the past, or specifically a karmic situation, whether it's about a karmic relationship, a person, or whether it's something that transpired. But it's like you're gaining, I'm hearing you can see through the fog. You can see very clearly now why it happened that way, or what that taught you, or how that led you to your power to gain this level of inner strength. And it's like before, it could have been difficult to let go because it felt like it could have been a situation where you felt blindsided, or you felt like, do you know how sometimes things can go wrong and we experience something and it's like, why didn't the universe have my back? Or why did the universe allow that to happen? Why did my intuition steer me along a different path? Like it's questioning, but it's like now there's some sort of spiritual truth or clarity that's arising within you that kind of sets you free. Because we also have here, bring love into this situation and balance spirituality and practicality. You're seeing the spiritual purpose in the physical, and you're understanding that. We have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So for some of you, I'm hearing it could be around a father figure, but I'm hearing a divine masculine energy. Some of you may be healing from something to do with a divine masculine. You also have reverence. I feel like you're also having reverence for yourself in terms of there's almost a pride in terms of there's almost pride around who I've become, or there's something that you've created from the darkness. It's like a situation you go through, but then you decide to, it could be start a business, focus on growing your abundance, focusing on a self-love journey. There's something that came from that darkness or from that experience. I feel for many of you as well, as you've healed or as you continue to heal, your abundance will flow, will increase. If for some of you, you're in the thick of this healing and, money has slowed down, or you're just a little uncertain around your finances or how things are going to unfold, Spirit is saying, things are going to pick up, but there could be a slowing of the physical world around you while you take the time to go within, so that you have the energy and the resources to really work through and process some of these emotions. Or some of these emotions, but I keep hearing for you revelation. Like there's a revelation or there's some sort of insight, and Spirit may have a hand in this as well, where they've made something very clear to you that perhaps Because I'm hearing some of your judgments may have been based on illusion, whereas now you're like, oh, that's why it happened, or that's what this person was in my life for. That's what they were teaching me. I just get the sense that now it's becoming so much more clear. And because your past is more clear to you, it's like now you can see your future. You have greater clarity around your future, how to bring things together, what you truly want for yourself, what serves your highest good. I feel like through this experience for some of you as well, it's made you really determined to put yourself first. Like it's almost like sometimes when we have a wound or we need to heal our emotions, our heart space, that obviously requires a level of, yes, self-love, but introspection, where we need to kind of go within and do that inner work. And it's like, because of that, now you're clear on, yep, like this is, you know, where I'm going to harness or direct my energy, or this is where my focus needs to be moving forward. I feel like you're prioritizing your own well-being. And I just heard, if I don't have my own back, who will? So there is a level of, I feel like the faith you have in yourself and the confidence and the empowerment has increased as well. I feel for some of you, you had to develop very strong boundaries, or you may be in a space where you're really focusing on protecting what's yours, is what I'm hearing. Not in a defensive way, more in that energy of self-love, where you're very clear on, okay, this is what I'm creating for myself. This is what I want moving forward. Not allowing other people to infiltrate your energy field as well. And the Five of Pentacles, I feel like for some of you, this could have been like something that involved abandonment or some sort of loss, where you may have felt like someone had your back, but then they kind of, I heard, dipped out, or they didn't show up for you the way you wanted. And again, that won't resonate for everyone, but it's like it triggered this awareness, like I need to show up for myself. And again, that doesn't mean you need to isolate yourself. I feel like you will have, or you already have, like the right people around you. Like you may kind of have, you know, a few connections or a few people around you where it's very solid, where there's complete trust, where, you know, they love and honor you the way you deserve. But for some of you, there could have been some disappointments in connection that have led you to this place of, okay, this is what I want for myself. And for some of you, you're giving to yourself what someone couldn't give to you. If this involves healing from either a father figure, an authority figure, or divine masculine energy, it's like now you give yourself what you wanted from that person, that connection. It's like you give yourself that love. You show up for yourself. You believe in your own dreams. You take time for self-care, for healing, for introspection. And I feel like had this situation not happened, or had you not been triggered in this way, it wouldn't have served as a catalyst for your own spiritual growth, or for you to step into a new energy or a new beginning. Because with the Chariot, I'm hearing, well, the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot, you're closing out a complete, for some of you, this could be like years. Like it could have been like a complete karmic cycle, something where a pattern kept repeating itself, like you kept getting disappointed. Like it could be a situation where you felt like people kept walking away from you, or you were continuously disappointed in love, or for those of you where this is involving healing from a father figure, it's like you kept attracting in that type of person and kept going through or replaying that event and those emotions. Whereas now it's like you set yourself free. It's such powerful energy. But this isn't like a little like, oh yeah, that's why it happened, like a little epiphany. This is like a complete rewrite. Because what I'm hearing is you didn't just end a chapter, you closed the book. You're opening a new book and you're writing a new story. For some of you, that could obviously mean after this period of healing, when you're moving into this new world, new cycle. And again, some of you have already done this healing and you're ready to move into the new. Others of you, I think, are still here. There's still some purging and releasing. But there's a sense that you may write a completely new story for yourself, or it's like the script has changed. There's a new beginning in terms of what you want for yourself or what you desire. And I feel like Spirit and the divine is so proud of you. And for some of you, this forgiveness, it's like cutting that final thread. It's like you've learnt the lesson, you have the clarity, you have the awareness, but now it's time to forgive, release, move on. When it feels right for you. You can't force forgiveness. If you're not there, you're not there. Like, just be with yourself wherever you're at. But I feel for some of you, maybe you're at this point where you're ready to cross that bridge. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.